What's up, everybody? Nice to have you back on Courtside Talks. My name is Stefan, and today we got a wonderful topic. We're talking about the All-Star 3-Point Starry Shootout Contest in 2024 that's going to happen in 6 days or less. But before we get started, let's give a huge shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers for having a wonderful game last night in the Super Bowl, which went into overtime. First time in my life, anyway. And Patrick Mahomes for getting the MVP award of the Super Bowl itself, and the Kansas City Chiefs, which had a repeat of last year. And now back to basketball, which in my opinion is a bit more interesting. So the 3-Point Starry Shootout, which will happen this year with 8 contestants. And if you look on the screen, you'll see the contestants: Malik Beasley, Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Halliburton, Dame Lillard, the defending champion, Larry Markkanen, Donovan Mitchell, Karl-Anthony Towns, and Trae Young. And to make things more interesting, I'll give you a bit of statistics. Starting from last year, Dame Lillard won the 3-point shootout with 26 points in the final round, beating Buddy Hield and Tyrese Halliburton, which had 25 and 17 points. But this year it's going to be a little bit more interesting because I'm going to show you the statistics they had last year, this year, and in the final week right now. So on the screen, you'll see season 22-23, season 23-24, which is the current season, and the last week of how each and every player did. And then we'll make a comparison to see who's got the biggest chance to beat Dame time. Now keep in mind, these are 3-pointers made per game, which doesn't necessarily mean they'll shoot better or even worse in the 3-point shootout, but it just gives a fine example of how these fine fellows are doing this week and this season. We're going to start off with Malik Beasley, which had 2.9 threes in average in the year 2022-2023. This year he's also got 2.9, but in the previous week, the fellow had 4.3 in average per game, which tells us Malik is really getting ready for this shootout. Next up, we got Jalen Brunson from the New York Knicks. In 22-23, he had 2 threes per game, and then in this season he pushed it up to 2.6, but in the past week, only 1 3 per game. So Jalen, does he have his game ready? We'll see. After him, we got last year's finalist Tyrese Halliburton, which had 22-23 2.9, moving it up to 3.1 this season, but in the final week, in the last week, only 2.3. So my question to you guys would be, is Tyrese ready to make another final round and to make another challenge for Dame time? Following him, we got Larry Markkanen, the Finnish power forward, which had 3 3-pointers in 22-23 and pushed it up to 3.3 this season. But in the past week, he's been doing amazing and got 3.5. So I can already tell Larry's going to be an amazing asset to this competition. Next up, we got Spidad Donovan Mitchell from Cleveland, pushing 3.6 in the past season. This season, he's got only 3.3. When I say only, I'm just telling you that's because last week he had 4.3 threes per game. So Spidad is one of the top contenders, at least according to the numbers. Next up, we got Karl-Anthony Towns, which kind of got pushed away from the center position due to Gobert being in the paint. So Cat going from 2.1 last season to 2.5 this season, but an astonishing 5.5 last week for Cat, making him have the biggest average out of all 8 contenders for the throne. Then we go to the point guard of the Atlanta Hawks. Trae Young had 2.1 last season, pushing it up to 3.4 this season. But in the past week, only 3 threes. And when I say only, I'm telling you this guy in the past couple of games had so many double-doubles that the threes don't even matter. And last but not least, the defending champion, Dame Lillard, which went from Portland to the Milwaukee Bucks. 4.2 threes last season, falling down to 2.9 in Milwaukee, and only 2 threes in the past week. Can Damian defend his title? And those will be the 8 contestants for this year's 3-Point Starry Shootout Contest on February 17th, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. But before we finish up, now let me show you a list of, let's say, 8 or 9 people that are not competing this week, that are not competing in the 3-point contest. But if you look at their numbers, especially from last week, you'll see they should have been in the competition themselves. A big shout out to Anthony Edwards, Luka Doncic, Jason Tatum, James Harden, Tyler Hero, CJ McCallum, Bogdan Bogdanovic, D'Angelo Russell, and Steph Curry. Especially Steph, who averaged 6.3 threes per game in the past week. So guys, who do you got? put your picks in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. And if you guys don't know the rules, you can see the rules and the court on the screen. There are 5 racks, each rack containing 5 balls, and 4 balls are regular. The last ball is the money ball, worth double the points. Each regular ball is worth 1 point. The money ball is worth 2 points. Each player can pick a rack on any position which they want for them to have all the money balls in that rack, which means that rack is going to be worth 10 points in total. Apart from that, you have 2 starry balls in between racks 2 and 3 and 3 and 4, which are a bit further away and are worth 3 points each. And in total, that's 40 points. The top 3 contestants to get the most points in the first round will advance to the final round. The order of the players in the final round will go in order from the lowest score to the highest score, and after that round, the player with the highest score wins the 3-point shootout. So guys, good luck to everybody, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like this video, and in the comment section, leave your top 3 picks, at least for the final round, and leave your prediction on what you think the final score is going to be and who's going to score the most. Until then, my name is Stef, and I hope you had a great day, and we'll continue tomorrow with another event for the All-Star Weekend coming up. So have fun, and I'll see you soon. Bye.